So I actually ended up getting both a chemical peel and microneedling done within the same month. Hi, my name is Annie and welcome back to my channel. Honestly, I kind of just made a decision earlier this year that 2023 is gonna be the year where I finally address skincare concerns that have been bothering me for like the past 10 years. And I actually just posted a video on my chemical peel experience, so if you want to learn more, you can check that video out here. I didn't plan to get both a chemical peel and microneedling done within the same month. Both of these skincare treatments are kind of intense, so I actually wouldn't recommend it. But before we get into my microneedling experience, first let's talk about what is microneedling exactly. Microneedling, or collagen induction therapy, is a cosmetic procedure where basically you just have a bunch of needles repeatedly puncturing the skin. And when you puncture the skin in this very controlled and precise manner, it actually forces your skin to produce more collagen. But there are other types of microneedling treatments that can go even deeper, but this is probably going to lead to a longer recovery time. Sometimes you'll see microneedling bundled with other types of treatments such as PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma, aka the vampire facial. And this kind of went viral a few years ago because you could literally see like the blood all over. I didn't want anything too crazy for my first microneedling treatment, so I just kind of went with like a beginner type of microneedling. Skinspirit calls this treatment micropenning because in this micropenning treatment, needles don't go as deep as other microneedling treatments. So why did I want to try microneedling? Well, when it comes to certain skincare concerns, topical products are just not gonna cut it. So for me personally, I've always kind of had those more textured ice pick acne scars on my cheeks that I wanted to get rid of. I was also kind of curious to see what effect would microneedling have on the hyperpigmentation I have on my face, as well as my laugh lines, which are getting a bit deeper. So the prep I did for microneedling was kind of similar to the prep that I did for my chemical peel. Microneedling is a really intense procedure on your skin, and you're pretty much going to be damaging your skin. So you want to make sure that your skin barrier is in a healthy spot once your appointment comes. For the entire week before my appointment, I stopped all of my actives, and this includes AHAs, BHAs, vitamin C, retinol, retinoids, basically anything strong for your skin. Basically, you want to stop using any skincare ingredient that is either too strong or is going to cause exfoliation. And I tried to make sure that my skincare routine leading up to the appointment was full of ingredients that would be repairing, hydrating, and soothing. So once I got to the appointment, the first thing that my esthetician did was do a double cleanse on my skin. I was wearing sunscreen that day since I did have to go outside to go to my appointment. So she wanted to make sure everything was removed, and then she applied lidocaine cream all over my face and waited for my skin to get numb, which took approximately around 17 minutes. And it felt really weird because my entire face went numb. It's kind of like when you're at the dentist and they give you that lidocaine shot and then your whole mouth feels really numb. But in this case, it was actually all the skin on my face and my neck. And then while my skin was numbing, my skin also wavered between feeling icy and hot as well. And this is a little close-up of what my microneedling tip looked like. And of course, I didn't look at this before the appointment. My esthetician showed me after, and I'm really glad she showed it to me after because it actually looks really scary, and I think it would have freaked me out to see that at the beginning of my appointment. And then my esthetician Ilka started microneedling my face. So she basically went over my entire face and neck about 3 times, but she kind of broke it up into different sections. Even though my face was numb, I did feel a little bit of pain and moderate discomfort, especially around those areas of my face and neck where there is less fat. So this includes areas kind of like my upper temple, all around my jawline, and definitely my neck area, which I was actually a little surprised by. The good thing is the procedure honestly did not take that long. It took probably around 15 minutes, which was approximately the same amount of time we had to wait for my skin to be numb. It was over before I knew it. As for post-microneedling care, I definitely recommend to just cancel your plans for the next few days because you're probably gonna want to stay home and rest. My skin was really red after the appointment, as you would expect, and my skin also felt really raw and really sensitive. My esthetician also gave me a Biocellulose sheet mask to use post-treatment, and she also recommended that I pop it in the fridge for a few minutes for an extra cooling effect. And this actually just felt so nice and soothing on my skin post-treatment, so I highly recommend using a very gentle, hydrating Biocellulose sheet mask after your appointment to help soothe your skin. As for the recovery period, my skin actually looked a bit worse before getting better, so I really had to keep reminding myself to just trust the process here. So for the next couple of days, I just use the skincare products that my esthetician gave me. And once I ran out of those products, I just use a very simple hydrating hyaluronic acid serum from the brand Medicate. And if you get microneedling done, your esthetician is probably going to give you some skincare to use for the next couple of days. But if they don't, definitely stay away from the actives and just focus on hydration and soothing ingredients. As for some general guidelines after your microneedling treatment, definitely stay out of the sun. Another thing that my esthetician recommended was to use a mineral sunscreen for the next couple of days after I got microneedling done. And if you want any sunscreen recommendations, I have a couple of videos reviewing my favorite sunscreens, so definitely check those out. So I was just exclusively using mineral sunscreens anytime I had to go outside after my appointment. And then I would just do a gentle double cleanse at night, because even though my skin was still in this very fragile state, I still wanted to make sure that I was cleansing off the excess sunscreen off my face at the end of the day. So my results. Honestly, I was pretty happy with how my skin looked after I had fully recovered from microneedling. The ice pick scars that I had on my cheeks were a lot more flattened out and less textured, and my laugh lines were a lot less deep. Overall, my skin looked a lot more plump and even glowing, and this is not a result I've ever seen with a topical product. So how does an in-office microneedling treatment compare to microneedling treatments that you can do at home? I wanted to touch on this because I feel like I see a lot of content online where people are trying to do microneedling at home. And I've actually tried to do microneedling on myself at home before too. This was a couple of years ago, and the tool that I used was from the brand Beauty Bio. But honestly, I only did it once because I just felt really unsure of what I should even be doing. I honestly wasn't really sure like how much pressure I should be applying to my skin. I wasn't even sure on how best to clean the microneedling head, because that's also really important. And now, having gone in and gotten a in-office microneedling treatment, honestly, there is absolutely no comparison. The microneedling attachment that comes with that tool is full of a bunch of short and thin needles. So of course I didn't really see anything because the needles were so small. But after getting this treatment in office done by a professional, I can confidently say I'm really never going to try microneedling my skin at home by myself. I'd much rather get it done by a professional because they know what they're doing. And for anyone thinking about doing microneedling at home, I definitely would advise against it. And I would really encourage you just to do some research to see if there is a professional that you can access locally to do this treatment for you. I think microneedling is a really amazing treatment, but I have seen some videos of people trying to microneedle their skin at home and it going wrong. And honestly, trust me, you do not want to be dealing with that. I was really happy with how my skin looked after the appointment, and microneedling is something that I would definitely do again in the future. For me, the next skincare concern that I want to address is kind of like this vein scarring that I have in my cheeks. And with this type of scarring, going into an office and getting laser treatment is probably going to be the best bet. I actually went in last year again to Skinspirit to get an in-office laser treatment done, and I actually still have a rough draft of that video on my computer, so I'm definitely going to finish editing that and get that video up soon. And if you want to learn more about skincare and different types of skincare treatments, don't forget to hit that notification bell and that subscribe button so you know when I come out with new videos. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.